Hey, what's going on? Coming at you again with another quick practical pallet build. Grabbed about, see, I think we ended up grabbing 3 or 4 pallets. Yeah, we grabbed 3 good ones and one other one. I might could sell that as accent wood or something. But gonna take these pallets apart. Gonna show you a practical way to do a raised garden bed with pallet wood. Yeah, so for this build, we'll actually end up using some top boards and some of the 2x4 framing lumber, so we'll have to pull the nails out before we can hold them in place. You can see with these being wider, it might be like the other one being stubborn. Keep it from splitting. So you just have to kind of play by ear. Make sure you guys are being careful taking your pallets apart. Don't step on the nails that are in the boards that you're taking off. My son's a little smarter than me. He's got boots on. Not sure if they're steel toe, but even if they are, it's going to offer you limited protection from the bottom, so you definitely want to make sure you avoid those nails. And oddly enough, I've got almost probably 100 pounds of recycled nails. All of them aren't reusable. Some I sell as scrap metal, but these are definitely usable. So I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward through this process. All right, so from those pallets that we just took apart, yielded a lot of useful hobby wood. So we got 9 2x4s that are 44 inches, and we got 24 boards that are 1x6s that are 44 inches in length. What we're going to do, we're just going to show you a basic box, trying to limit the amount of cutting that we're going to do on the 1x6s. It's going to be a square to be 44 by 44, and generally the depth of a raised garden bed has to be able to support the root structure. You want to aim for somewhere between 12 to 18 inches. We're going to actually go 3 boards deep, so that will put it at 16 and a half. And what we'll do is we'll bind those together on with a 2x4. We're going to measure and cut these 2x4s. You could use nails. For purposes and ease of this video, we're going to use screws to bind them together, but you definitely could use nails. Nails are cheaper, screws are easier, and if you wanted to take it apart for any reason, screws would be much easier, but that's what we're going to do. So we have 4 sides to the raised garden bed, so we need to cut 8 2x4s that are 16 and a half inches in length. We'll show you that once we have prepped all those pieces. All right, so we have 8 2x4s that are 16 and a half in length. We're getting ready to secure those 1x6s with those 2x4s. And the intent is there's going to be 2 sides of it in which the boards are going to be, the 2x4s will be on the ends, and then there'll be 2 of the sides, well, where they are in 2¼ inches. And what that's meant to do is when the sides are put together, the 2 that are on the end, they'll match up perfectly to this opening, and they can be screwed in together with screws. And so you'll see that. But we're gonna go ahead and attach these 2x4s to bind up these 1x6s. Let you know what that looks like here in a second. Okay, so we have all 4 sides bound together. Remember, 2 of the sides, the 2x4s are on the end, and then there are 2 sides in which they're inset 2¼ inches, and you'll see why here in a second. Go ahead and put 2 of the sides together so we can show them how that works. So you can see how that 2 1/4 offset allows them to be bound together perfectly. And now, I guess depending on the longevity of your bed, you could simply do, we've been using 1.5-inch screws to put the 1x6s onto the 2x4s. So you could really you could put one screw in each board, because it would be screwing directly to the 2x4. I mean, and as reinforcement, what you could do is you could put a 2.5 or even a 3 possibly at the top and at the bottom if you wanted to. So it really just depends on how rigid you want your raised garden bed to be. We're gonna bind these 4 together, just give you one last shot of it. So give us just a second here. All right, so there you go. Wanted to show you what it looked like bound together. 44 inches by 44 inches, 16.5 inches deep. You could go as large or as small as you wanted to go. If you wanted something that was twice the length, what you would do with your 1x6 boards, you would cut one in half and use each half to splice together 2 whole pieces if you wanted to double the length or the width. However you wanted to do it. I mean, just it makes it easier if all of your boards are the same width. But you can even build beds with wood with widths that are not the same width. You would have to make sure that, I would recommend your sides, like one side was equal to the other side or vice versa. But yeah, of course it's easier when everything is uniform. So hope this helps somebody who may be considering a raised garden bed or 5. All right, like, share, comment, subscribe. Thanks a lot.